I'll be using wash away stabiliser, cutaway stabiliser floated on top, thread, matching bobbin, my curved scissors. I'm using cam snaps to close it and my setting tool. I'll show you how to use that. I've got tin foil to line it, and the reason being that is what stops somebody using your card without your knowledge. It can't be read. And I've tested this out at my local shop, so I know that this works. I'm using felt rather than batting. I've got my fabrics cut to size, and of course masking tape or painter's tape. So let's start off by hooping the wash away stabiliser. And I'll now pop that into my machine and stitch round number 1, which is going to do the outline. First I'm going to add some cutaway stabiliser, and it's this area here that I'm interested in. I'm not worried about the top here, so I'm going to place that down first. Then I'm going to place some batting, or in this case felt, on top. Then my tin foil, and then actually I'm going to turn that around just so that I can stick it in place, and then my fabric on top of that. And I'm just going to make sure that the outline each side is actually covered. I'm now going to take that in place. I'll pop that in my machine and stitch round number 2 to secure it. Next is round number 3, which is the motif stitching, which is going to cover all the front. I've changed my thread over to silver, and I'm now going to stitch round number 4, which is the initial. It's now time to add the backing, so I'm going to turn that over, and I'm going to place my lining on top and tape it in place. Just make sure that you cover the outline there. So I'm now going to pop that back into my machine and stitch round number 5 to attach it. Next I'm going to trim up the fabric, foil and everything else along the top here, because the next round is going to do the decorative edge along here. So I'm going to start off at the back, remove the tape, and now the front. I'm now going to pop that back into my machine and stitch round number 6. Next we're going to do the back sandwich, so I'm going to turn my hoop over and I'm going to lay down the lining fabric face down over the outline. Then on top of that I'm going to put my sheet of cutaway stabiliser. Then I'm going to add my foil. Then I'm going to add my batting, in this case felt. And then on top of that my outside back fabric, and I just want to make sure that they're all over the outline, which they are, and I'm now going to take that in place. A bit more tape there. Okay, I'm now going to pop that into my machine and stitch round number 7, which is going to secure it all together. It's now time to trim up everything in excess, both front and back. So I'm going to start with the back. I'm now going to pop that back in my machine and stitch round number 8, which is going to do the decorative satin stitch all around the border. I'm now going to remove the stabiliser in this area. So I've just got my unpicking tool there, and I'm just going to lift it so that I can get my scissors underneath, and then just cut it away. I'm now going to free it from the hoop. Put that aside. Okay, I'm now going to take a cotton bud and water and just remove all the dissolvable stabiliser from around the edge. Next I'm going to set the snaps, and they're in 2 pieces each part, and you've got a male and a female snap, and the pointy bit is the piece that holds it on to the fabric. So I'm going to start off doing the front piece, and what I'm going to do is put that roughly where I want it. I'm going to take my fabric marking pen and just mark where the point is going to come up through. So now what I need to do is pierce a hole for it to go through the fabric. So be careful of your fingers here. So I've got just a sharp tool, and I'm just creating a hole that I can push the spike part up through, and that's going to come up through the back. Okay, that's now, I don't know if you can see that, it's actually come up through the fabric. And then I'm going to seat the female piece on top. It doesn't matter which way round you do it, because one's going to sit inside the other afterwards anyway. So now you slip the black cup of the tool, this piece actually sits inside here like that, and because you've got the top bit there, and when you squeeze it, it actually flattens the spike and holds the top part in. So I'm just going to squeeze that now. And there it is, it's all fixed in place. So bring that over and just check that, yeah, that's good. Now push that through. Then my spike will go through the back here. In case you're wondering, this tool is actually for clay crafts. It's not actually for sewing or anything else, but it's one of those tools that I can't live without, so I use it for everything. So the spike is now through, and I'm going to seat the male piece on top. And as before, the spike goes in the black cup like so. Squeeze. And that's now fixed, like so. And all that remains now is to put the card inside so you can see size-wise it fits perfectly. I hope you enjoyed this stitch along. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to be notified of new videos as they're published, and thank you very much for joining me.